Hello, bonjour, hola. Let me drop a hoodie one for you. How you get here? In the words of my brother, how you get over here? That's how he say hello. Okay, so today is February 2nd. Today is my birthday. Cheetah K, by the way. And you're watching True Friend TV. Thank you. So, okay. I did change my email. I would like to let you know that I changed my email to truefriendtv@gmail.com. I figured that would just be so much easier. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. Please forgive me for that. All right. So it's truefriendtv@gmail.com. That's easy. Truefriendtv@gmail.com. Okay. So I also still have the period tarot cards, more like oracle cards or whatever. I wouldn't use any more than 3. And then one, if you want to do one last one, but I wouldn't use no more than 3. All right. So that's period tarot card, $22. Email at truefriendtv@gmail.com. Truefriendtv@gmail.com. Okay, thank you. All right, and so my scarf. I'm wearing my scarf today instead of a wig because of Black History Month. So it's Black History Month now, February, the month of February. So in the 1700s, they had the Tignon law in Louisiana for Black women, and they were required to wear hair wraps because of their beautiful, elaborate hairstyles were considered a threat to the status quo. So today, I'm wearing my hair wrap in honor of our ancestors. Okay? Happy Black History Month. All right. So, what do we want to talk about today? Okay. I wanted to watch this video. Let's see. I want to do a review on this video. Oh. All right. Let me get it for you. Hold on, let me get it for you. I gotta figure out how to get all this together. My eyelash girl, she didn't do my eyelashes today, so if I look like I'm about to fly away or I can't see nothing, then it's true. Okay? Alright, here go the video. Can we get it?
This video is going to be about the 5 ways that I believe women often make themselves look a little bit desperate.
The 5 ways women make themselves look desperate.
So I'm going to jump right into this. If you don't want to look thirsty or desperate or set yourself up as a target to be used, you may want to avoid a few of these habits.
Okay.
The first thing that women often do that make them look desperate in new relationships is love bombing or being overly affectionate or being too mushy. Men know whether or not they deserve your affection if they've earned it. If you're constantly melting all over a guy, you may look more like a new lapdog than a new spouse to him.
Damn.
I guess the key to this behavior is make sure that your affections are returned. I personally have been caught off guard by lovey-dovey behavior and terms of endearment that I wasn't really ready to hear before, and it always makes things a bit awkward. It's always painful to watch a woman swoon all over a man who doesn't match or even seems bothered by her romantic enthusiasm. Pouring it on too thick is only acceptable when both parties are completely into it. New relationships are complicated enough in that there are 2 parties trying to figure out and discover how they need to share their affections with one another. Don't create a need for them to make space by swarming them with your affections until you learn how they best receive love. It can really feel like you're begging for closeness if this is...
Okay. I'm agreeing with him on that. You could look more like a lapdog than a girlfriend by being too affectionate. But then, like, you get a person like me, I'm not really so affectionate. But then they say, oh, you crazy. Well, why am I crazy? I'm not going to call you unless you call me. And it's just certain things I'm just not going to do. I'm just not going to do them anyway. I mean, what you want a motherfucker to do? Some cartwheels or some shit? I don't know. I don't even want to know. I just want to...
The second thing that women do that make them look a bit desperate is calling and texting too much. I used to have this girl that I was talking to.
Now see, then you have somebody to say, oh, well, you never call or you don't text enough. Well, if I'm not calling and texting, then you should be doing it, or we should be doing it an equal amount. But how do I know I'm doing it too much? What's too much?
We're trying to get to know.
I knew this was gonna set me out. That's why I wanted to do it.
I had approached her and I was calling her. About a week into it, she started calling me about 4 times a day. By 2 weeks, it was 8 times. No matter how much I talked to her, it was never enough. No matter how long we were on the phone, she'd always call right back. And if I didn't answer the phone, I get an angry text message. And we weren't even officially together.
Yeah, now that's not cool.
Needless to say, it didn't work out. I had to break things off, and I felt so bad about disappointing her. But her obsession with me really just zapped all of my interest in her. I just felt really smothered, and I know it hurt her, but there's no neat way to break glass.
It say on the screen, no, I didn't have sex with her.
Anything from her. So she eventually got over it. My point here is, add a man to your life, but don't make him your life. Very few people want that level of responsibility.
He should have had sex with a shit. After the sex, she might have stopped calling.
Using you, a man wants to join you in your life. He doesn't want to become your life. One of the easiest ways to impress a man is to have some
tell my men something for shit. They be wanting to be my hoe. I can't breathe without a nigga asking me what you doing.
Moving on. The third thing that women often do that make them look really desperate is sexual favors for a guy that hasn't committed to them. Look, I'm just gonna be blunt about this. Topping a guy off that's not your man because you want him to like you not only looks desperate, but is desperate. Hell, it might as well be begging. Again, guys know when they should be entitled to such a favor. So topping guys off...
It said like begging is often done on the knees, Lord.
Like the most desperate thing a woman can do. Premature fellatio comes off super thirsty. And I'm gonna be honest.
Premature fellatio comes out super thirsty.
Or showing you his intent to be with you, then you shouldn't be putting anything of his into your oral cavity. Hell, some of y'all are topping guys off here and there, to and fro, and still ain't found the man.
Okay, but what if you top a guy off and you don't even plan on seeing him no more, and then he start calling you 8 times a day?
Because they usually
I'm just saying, it happens.
And even if they don't, that's the perception. So if you really want a man to think that you don't usually do a thing, don't do it with him, and he'll assume that of most or all of your relationships.
You know what? This guy is a he look like a good guy. I wouldn't date him. He looks too young for me. I like him older, but he said that in order for a man to think that you don't do it all the time, right, you shouldn't do it with him. But that's not true, because a nigga gonna think what he gonna think anyway. Shit. I mean, he gonna think you do it all the time just because he feel like all females are hoes anyway. And that's what most men think. Why they try to lie and act like it's not. It is.
Fellatio is looked at as a selfless service. So don't service anyone who hasn't offered you their heart. But maybe that's just a guy's opinion. That's why y'all come here, right? Moving on, the fourth thing that women often do
I ain't worried about it.
Desperate to guys is excessive favors. Women often attempt to gain a guy's trust by tricking off their money and resources in an attempt to show them that they're a down-ass chick who can hold their man down. Always buying things.
I done done some tricking before. I wasn't trying to show nobody I was down. I was just returning the favor that was going for me.
Women often get taken advantage of after they show their willingness to go the extra mile by men who only wanted to see what he could get out of them anyway. While other guys might see all your efforts to overachieve and box you into that same little category that women put nice guys in. And while many men may like it, these habits are often identified as trying to buy love. And everyone knows that that comes from desperation. So it's best to err on the side of caution and save your excessive favors and gifts for men who have earned your love and reciprocated it. With that said, last but not least, the fifth thing that women often do that make them look desperate is thirst trapping. Things like racy IG pictures, backwards selfies, seductive clothing, twerking in public, and etc. Anything that will be considered excessive sexuality or advertising of sex value. Women who constantly bring their sexuality to center stage when they get around men always look desperate. I'm not saying they always are, but that's how it looks. Attention seeking in this way can make men weary of you because they don't know if access to your body is limited or open to the public. If you want to be taken seriously, it should always appear that your sexuality is exclusive and access to your body is limited. When you're thirst trapping men on the gram, you're the one who actually looks thirsty. The quote-unquote bad bitches often have bad relationships because they market themselves to bad men who only want them for their sex value. And it's hard to blame these men, as these women, often desperate for love, only advertise their sexuality. I don't know, maybe they should try to start putting some books behind their ass or something to show that they have more than that to offer. I find it so funny how all these Instagram models be talking about how these thirsty men be in their inbox saying this and that. And I just be thinking, but your ass is out. That took some effort. If you've taken 56 pictures backwards in the mirror on your tippy toes, trying to find the perfect angle and lighting on your ass, you don't get to call anyone thirsty, because you've done a great deal for the likes you've got. And don't misunderstand me. I'm not here to degrade bathroom models or Instagram models or who go above and beyond for the guy they like or is trying to impress. I'm only pointing out the fact that when the efforts you make as women to attract or keep a man interested far exceed the effort that he gives you, it always looks desperate. Women often forget that they are the prize in the relationship, that they are the most sought after treasure on this planet. The feminine energy makes this world spin. Guys spend their whole lives trying to make money, to acquire things, just to attract the treasure of a woman. Her nurturing, her love, her goddess energy. These things cannot be taken from a woman, but she can discard them. And many women often do. You have been duped if you think that your real power as a woman lies in your ass, your tits, or your sex. I guess I'm off topic now, but my point is that a woman is too valuable to this world to ever operate from a place of desperation, especially when trying to attract a man. We all have felt desperate at times, but it's very dangerous to let it manifest itself in the way that you handle potential partners. It telegraphs our deepest insecurities and it sets us up to fail. Women often underestimate their own value and overestimate the intent and the integrity of their potential partners. Be a great woman to a great man, but be a no one to a nobody. I think I've said enough. That's all I got for now. Please check out my t-shirt store under this video or donate to my PayPal for a speedy email response. You can also join me on Patreon. Patreons who pledge $10 or more a month have my phone number, so they just text me directly when they have issues. So if that level of access is something you're interested in, then you may want to become a patron. Write talkwithkevhick@gmail.com to schedule phone consultations. Write the other email for free email advice. Thanks for watching.
Talk guys
I'll y'all later.
At Gmail. Okay, so I liked it. I like the video, and I agree with some of the things that he say. Like the thing with you put your ass out there. If you don't want that type of attention, then why would you put your ass out there? But I also feel like you could put your ass out there, and if you want to, I mean, shit, you can't control if a person put their ass out there. And you can't control if a person give you some negative attention. I mean, I guess you could stop putting your ass out there, then you won't get no attention. Or you could ignore the negative attention. I don't know. You work it out if you like putting your ass out there. I don't put my ass, I don't even, I mean, you see, I can't even hardly work the cameras. So I don't know how that go. But I do know one thing for sure and one thing for certain. Guys always had this, they had this, a woman is promiscuous, or she might be a hoe, or they so scared of that shit, but they done fucked everybody up and down the street. And that's cool and all, but don't nobody want no hoe ass nigga either, you know? So be careful what you're talking about. And then don't nobody want no, I don't know. I'm in a bad space with men right now. I just thought that I would talk to you all about the video just as a shenanigan, but I'll probably come off as bitter towards a man right now. But anyway, I also would like to come to talk to you all about this topic right here, okay? So, when is it a sign to leave a toxic relationship, right? I feel like it's only one sign that it's time to leave a relationship. When you start to walk on eggshells, when you're starting to feel like you're walking on eggshells, it's time to leave that relationship. Because now you are no longer being yourself, and this other person, they're not, I don't know if they're aware that that's what's going on, but a person to know that it's something different if they really truly care about you. So when you start to feel that you're walking on eggshells, that's when it's time to leave a relationship. And people, they just don't stay together as long as they used to. Well, maybe they do, but I believe in true love, real love, so you don't have to just settle for anything. And if a person is making you walk on eggshells, chances are they're probably kind of narcissistic. I don't know, that's the word I don't like to use, but it's a true word. I mean, people call me narcissistic. I don't know. But don't be walking on eggshells for nobody. Be who you are. Motherfuckers gonna like you or they not gonna like you anyway. So, yeah. All right. And so, all this noise going on, blah, 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 all this stuff people talk about. Why women feel like they have to have the perfect body to get a guy or to get a man. No. You want to have the perfect body for yourself, or maybe not even the perfect body, but you want to work on your body or look at your body for yourself, for your goddess energy that's within you. The more you train and discipline your body, the more you will feel stronger. Not for no man. It's not for no man to be looking at your ass or talking about your hips, and we ain't don't let them do that to you. You don't gotta even say nothing back. You could just end the fucking phone call. Shit, it's a nigga everywhere, like they say. Nigga come a dime a dozen. It's like one that's like a bus stop. Every 10 minutes one roll up. Like, so don't be putting yourself down because people, because these men want to talk that shit about the perfect body, your hips, your ass. You need to do some squats. You need to do some that. And then they stomach be sitting in their motherfucking lap like they 9 months pregnant. And fucking flabby ass man titties and shit. Like, no, we're not gonna do none of that. Or your dick can't even get hard. I'm just saying, we're not doing none of that. None of that. Okay. So, I'm still not used to this talking to myself thing. So I'm still working on how to get the phone thing together, so we could talk to each other. So while I'm working on that, feel free to email me at truefriendtv at gmail.com, truefriendtv@gmail.com, and let me know about some topics, some things you want to talk about, anything. I'm just open, and alrighty. So, like I said, this is really like my first week. It's my birthday. So I wanted to spend my birthday with you guys a little bit just to say thank you. All right. So, all right. Postcards from Spirit. I want to read one. I want to do one. All right. So let's do one. Let's do a postcard from Spirit today. All right. We ain't gonna. Let's see. Let's do a postcard from Spirit. Shit, I got it the wrong way. Alrighty. So let's see. The one we want is over here. The one we want is right here. We want this pretty one. I like it. Okay. Postcard from Spirit to you. Dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around anymore. You can set yourself free, even advocating for good, because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. So forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. No, it's about letting yourself off the hook for carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others. And that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. And that was your postcard from Spirit. Yay, I like it. Everybody believes you and adores you, love. So I found this, and this is how I want to end off all my videos. I really, really like it. So I found the scripture, 1 Corinthians 16:14. So I looked it up, and it wasn't what it said, but I looked up the other way, 14:16. So I don't know which one go first. So I don't use the Bible that much or often. So it say, keep alert, be firm in your faith, stay brave and strong. Show love in everything you do. But see, this is not the King James Version. This is the contemporary English version. So in the King James Version, it doesn't say this. But I would like to use this as a way to end my videos. So basically, I would like to say, be brave and strong and show love in everything that you do. All right? So thank you for spending time with me today. And on our next video, I'm going to probably do another review. And maybe I'm going to talk about, how to see through bullshit. I like that one. All right? So have a great day, everybody. Love you. Bye. Oh, I thought it was gone. But it didn't.